Good morning, everyone, or good evening to some of you. Welcome to Kirov Academy's virtual classroom. My name is Runqiao. I'm the school director. This morning, I'm happy we're together once again to have a ballet class together and make this class special is our accompanist, the beautiful Regina Mon. Come say hello.
Hello.
Miss Martin and I are going to be providing you a beautiful classical ballet class. And let's take a deep breath and start with the reverence. Okay? And fifth position. And let's start with two hands on the bar, please. In first position, Tendu accent in. Here we go. And first, and first, and fourth, plié, up to the side, and 5, and 6, and 7, lift up when you go to plié, and to the back, and 1, look away, and 2, and plié, 3, and 4, then we do first position, 5, 6, 7, 8, left side, and 1, and 2, and beautiful fourth position, make sure the back knee is over the toes, and 4, second, plié, in, back, and 2, 1, 2, continue to the front, to the side, in, continue on with the arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, put a bra back, 2, 2, 3, 4, pull the bra back. Turn, fourth, parallel, large fourth position. Pull the bra forward and back. The other side, forward and back. Face the bar, plié, roll up. A little balance, and we finish. Okay? First combination, nice and easy. Don't unnecessarily grip your muscle too much. Feel the floor with the bottom of your foot. Yeah? Good. Okay. Two hands on the ball, please. Wonderful. Let's do plié, please. In the first position. Today we're only going to do one demi plié and one grand plié, okay? But I want to have twice as much time for the demi plié to happen, okay? So I want a deep, beautiful, supple demi plié. So it goes like this. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plié 6, 7, and 8. Demi releve 2, 3, 4. Gentle balance 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same port de bras. Make sure the first plié is a demi plié. In second position, don't go too deep. Okay? So demi plié in second position, your knee is only going to in line with the toes, and that's it. Demi grand plié go deeper. Okay, so second position we'll do 1, hold 2, 3, and 4. Grand plié 6 and 7 and 8. Then we do releve 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Same thing, fourth position. Plié 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plié 6, 7, 8. This time we'll do port de bras to the bar. Follow the hand away. Make sure this arm lower. So don't do this, guys. Don't do this. Second position lower just because I tilt with my body. Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plié 6 and 7, 8. Port de bras all the way back, all the way forward, and open, and we finish. Yeah? Okay. First position. Nice and easy. Really feel the continuation of your knees toward over your toes. Very important. Okay? Side, please. First position. great start. I feel better already about my day after plié. Such a simple movement. Yeah, it provides such a comfort. Okay, let's do battement tendu. It's a different demeanor than the plié. Let's do accent in. Yeah, we do. And fit, and fit, and in, down, down, 1, 2, 3, inside, and 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, to the back, 2, 1, 2, 3, and head, rush, front swap, and in, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Let's do, make sure the accent's in, okay? Then when you do brush, make sure your hips does not move. We talked about this. Back, front, in. Okay? Clear? All right, let's try it, please. Right foot in front. When you go to the side, make sure you don't dip. There is a step. You actually dip the hip like that, just with the heels. But I want you change the weight to the middle, back, middle, back. The idea is using your foot to push your weight back to the supporting side and not shifting your hip or tilt your shoulders. So I do center, back, use your foot to do the pushing, okay? Left, please. Great. Let's do one more tendu, just a little faster. We do still tendus, okay? We do 1 and 2 and 3, inside foot, and foot forward. Make sure there's very little room. Could it be a 2/5 forward? Same thing to the side. 5 and 6 and 7. Same foot moving forward. 8. To the back. 1 and 2 and 3. This time we do 2 times. And 4. Then outside foot. First, 5th, first, 5th. To the back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Inside, 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 and 4. And front, and front, and front. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, inside forward. 5 and 6 and 7, inside forward. Back and 2 and 3, inside 2 times. And 4, change the foot. First, fifth, to the back. Back and 2 and 3 and 4. Side and 2 and 3 and 4. Front and 2 and 3 and 4 and first and back and first and front. We're going to be more awake after this combination. So after that, let's do porta bar. To the side, forward. To the side, back. Plié, sous-relevé, and balance. Okay? Actually, the most difficult part is the coude-pied front, coude-pied back. So, the idea is you have to feel like you have very small space to do that particular step. Don't allow yourself to do fourth and fourth or somewhere like that. Fifth and fifth. The challenging part about this is the heel has to come down, heel has to come down. Don't halfway and worry about coming forward. Your heel always down, guys, when you go to the front. There's no way you put your heel up when you go to fifth front. That's fine. Often, the problem is when you go to the back, you do halfway. It is important when you go to the back, heel has to come down. Because that's when you turn, you sit in that fifth position. That's when you do changement, your heel is down. Yeah? This all have relation to what's gonna happen later on. Okay? Alright. Left side, please. Let's do a little envelope and polish it off. We do 1 and 2. Lift up just a little bit before the leg goes up. And plié 3 and 4. Come back. 5 and 6. Lift up before goes out. 7 and 8. To the side. 1 and 2. Lift up before goes out. 3 and 4. Then we do and 5 and 6, and 7, and 8. Reverse. 1, be clear here, and 2, and place, 3, and 4. 1, lift, lift, and back, in. 1, and 2, shoulders back, and 2, and in, envelope it, and in, and in. Okay? Toes are pointed the entire time. Okay? So when you go out, you have to come up before you go out. It's not creating a diagonal, it's creating a circle. You see? A circle. Okay? Think about that before when you approach that step. Most important detail, I hope you did it, but if you didn't do, I want to reiterate. The most important detail is this foot have to creeping up on your leg, on your supporting leg, before it goes out. That's the only way to make sense. That's the only way to create the développé. Understand? So oftentimes it's those little details makes it the combination, okay? That as you can see, Miss Regina follow the texture of the step. The last 4 envelope has to be a little bit energetic to create the dynamic element of the exercise. Okay, left. Let's do jeté. Let's do accent again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3. Same to the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3. Yeah, same, the same. I went up with my right foot in front. Then I go front 2, 3, back 2, 3, and with my arm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse. Back 2 and 3, and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3, And 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3. Right away, guys. Shoulders has to come back. You can do it. Effacé devant, hunched over. Shoulder back to ensure, not just look good, but to ensure your effacé devant, the leg is free of any weight. So you can be doing that 3 dégagé very beautifully. Then what? And arm, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plié, passe relevé, and do a little balance. We open and we finish. One more time. Fifth and fifth and fifth. And 1, and 2, and 3. Inside, and 2, and 3. And 2, and 2, and 3. Front, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you try to remember this combination, 3, very important. You have to count 3. It is not 3 count phrase, it's 4 count phrase. We all know that, right? But with the 4th count, we hold. 1 and 2 and 3, hold 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, hold 4. You got to hold that 4 in 5th position. Okay? All right. Clear? Let's try. A little bit higher, yeah? 45 degrees, okay? When I try to balance in passe position, every time to this day, first thing coming in my head is suck my stomach in before I let the hand go. That's what my teacher told me when I was like 13, 14 years old. I do it every single day. Stomach in before you let the hand go. That has to be ingrained into your head and your muscle memory. Is stomach in, hand go. It's impossible for me to do it without any adjustment, just like this. Stomach has to go in before the hand go. That has to be your second nature, everyone. Because this moment creates such a stability that when you turn, before you finish into 5th and 4th position, it creates such a sensation, a stability before you finish. Yeah, it's important. Okay, so when we were little, we didn't know better. But now we know it's engagement of your core. Simply put, suck your stomach in. Okay, however you remember it, you have to do it. The stomach has to go in even more before you let the hand go. Okay? Left. Let's move forward. Everybody doing good? You okay? All right. Wednesday, or Wednesday night for a lot of you. Once again, my appreciation and my respect to your dedication. Let's do Runqiao. Very simple today. We do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And scrape the floor. 5. Present heel to the side. 6. Lift up. 7. Gently down. 8. We do plié 1 and 2. Lower. Second one higher. 3 and plié 4 and 5 and 6. 3 times. And 7 and 8. Open. Develop it to the side. Higher. The highest one is the third one. Okay? And gentle tendu, brush to the front. Then we do only dog. We do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and scrape the floor. 5, reach back. 6, 7, and 8. Then we do lower. 1, 2, 3, higher. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and highest one. It's a curve. That coupe, develop it. It's a curve. It's not up and down. Understand? Curve, you see? Circle. I create a circle. Create a circle. On the word, same thing. And circle, the most important challenging area, which can be very helpful, is écarté area. That's your destination. Curve and open and open. It's like I'm reaching back for something without doing this. Reaching back, reaching back. That's where it needs to be. Okay? And another thing important, thinking about release the hip. When I try to do this, I think release the hip, release the hip. Don't grip. Yeah? Okay. Let's try it, please. Okay, good. Let's go to the left side. So put the bra forward, side, back, all day long. Squeeze your bottom to cross it. Coup de pied back. When you reach back to add to tendu, elonge the arm. You see, this has to be the same movement. Out, lunge forward, back, arabesque, plié. When you plié, the leg has to go high. Then when you go to attitude, maintain the height by lifting up. If you don't lift up the foot, the leg is going to drop just because your supporting leg is doing the plié. Plié leg has to go up, then come up. Two legs has to go up together. One is digging in, from plié become relevé, push the floor away. Your working leg, lift up. Feel the engagement of your back. That's when you can do the let go of the attitude. Your back has to be engaged, everybody. Contraction of your back muscle. Left side, please. Right. Everybody okay? Good. All right, take deep breath. Please, let's do Fondu. Relax a little bit. Let's do. Let's do Fondu. Demie, 45 degrees. Plié. And face devant. And 1 and 2, plié, relevé, 1 to the side, and 3, and 4, no, the back continue, and 5, that has to happen on 5, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, left side. 1, 2, plié, relevé, and 5, 6, plié, relevé, 1 to the side, coup de pied back, to the side, 4, and which count? 5. I don't want the 5 to be soft. This is a moment in the combination. On the count of 5. I wanted to have a peak in energy and something very different. 5. Ground round down to the back. 6 and 7. You can have a beautiful soft finish. So to look at the entire combination, that count of 5, it is a peak, a highlight. Something created a contrast. First, rest combination. Okay? So for those of you students out there are in the future going to take audition class, You gotta have to pay attention to the specific things the teacher asking for. So you have to learn this skill in everyday classes. In this case, the teacher said, back soutenu 5. That 5 has to be crisp and strong. Different dynamic. So you have to do everything you can in your ability to show teacher that. Little things like this is going to separate you from the rest. Pay attention, okay? Because when the teacher spends that much time about that 5, she or he is going to look for it, okay? So whomever did it, it's going to register really beautifully in teacher's head, okay? Just a little bit of tips that I share with you. I think it's going to be very helpful. Oftentimes the differences between little things, okay? Just makes sense. Yeah, sometimes for the younger students, it doesn't make sense in your head. It doesn't make sense. What's the difference? And that's perfectly fine. But your body have to do what teacher tells you to do. Understand? Even if your mind is not convinced, your body have to do what teacher tells you to do. Eventually, your mind will catch up. Will make sense. When that happens, it's very beautiful. Okay, let's try left side, please. Very nice, guys. Okay. Let's do Runqiao en l'air. We do Passe 1, 2, and single, single. Repeat. 5, 6, and 7, 8. Then we do double, 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 and the last time. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Put it down and pass it. 8 on flat. Repeat. 1, 2, all the way up, à la seconde releve. That's 2 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Passe 5, 6 and 7, 8. To the back and front and back and front. Last time. 1, 2 and 3. Passe and hold. Yeah, let's mark. Actually, no. Let's do it with me one more time. I'm going to count. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And double, 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 and 1, 2, 3. Back, 5th. Then we're to en rideau. Okay? So watch the head. This is normal. And front, and back, and front, and back. You see? Tilt and tilt. Only the shoulders and the head. This movement does not translate shifting your pelvis. It does not translate that at all. Just your shoulders, your head. Your shoulders, your head. Okay, make sure that does not create disruption for all pelvis. Let's try it, please. Make yourself do it the last. I wasn't ready. I don't care. Let it go. Your body will adjust to it. Trust me. Your body will make adjustment. It's called a muscle memory. Your muscle will do it. And it is those sensations is going to work for you beautifully when you come to the center. Because your mind can't work that fast to think all the correction teacher is giving. Your muscle is going to take over. Especially when something goes wrong. You have to let your muscle have the opportunity to create those last millisecond adjustments. And that's exciting, okay? Good. After all, dance is not computer science. Dance is made by this machine we call body. Every second changes according to the temperature, the mood, your emotion. Yeah? Every minute changes. And that's the beauty of it. Left. Great. Let's do frappe. Let's do On relevé right away. Fondu. Front, 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 front. Double plié, relevé. Plié, relevé, forte. To the side, 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 side. Double down. Toes down. Double down, double down, double down. To the back. Back, 2, 1, 2, 3. Plié, relevé. Plié, relevé, forte. To the side. Side, 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 side. And down. Without plié. And down. And down. And down. And we finished there. The last 4 is challenging. You have to think lift as you come down. So 0 pressure. Yeah, 0, it's not crushing anything. If I put something underneath your heel, you should not feel anything crushing at all. And control, 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 control. Okay? Ready? Last relevé, it takes a little bit of a, we call it willpower. Let's stretch the calf a little bit. Everyone, if your calf is not sore at this moment, you're not doing it right. If calf really sore, you're doing okay. Yeah? Let's stretch the other calf. In anticipation of the left side. All right. Ready? Stretch that calf, please. Good job, everyone. Very nice. Shall we do a little Instagram change? Okay, it's a good time. 10 seconds, we'll be right back. Next combination is stretch, okay? Everybody slowly coming back, okay? Let's do stretch. So we do same, forward and back. Then to the side, this time let's do pull the bar back, all the way back. Okay, the only thing different is that. Forward and back. Arabesque, cross it. Penché forward. Come around, take the foot to Agate's area and let go. Other side, okay? Your foot has to be pointed or flexed, 2 positions. Shouldn't be neutral, yeah? point, flex. Beautiful. All right. Let's continue on, please. Let's do. Let's do en releve. We'll passe 1, développé 2, passe 3, 4. Same to the side. 5, 6, slow close back, 7 and 8. Effacé devant. With 1, plié 2, 3, plié 4, 5, open legs together, 6, 7, and 8. Releve foot. Then grand rond de jambe to the back. Continue left side en dedans. Passe, arabesque, passe in. Passe à la seconde. Passe in. Inside. 1, plié 2, 3, effort devant 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. And we finish there. Okay, so very important couple things. Passe. No disruption when the leg goes to the front. No hips, no nothing. Now, come back in, this passe, in theory, in your head, has to be different from the previous passe. Has to be higher and bigger. Just because this passe has gone through the transformation of développé devant. Okay? So it's not completely repeat. 1 and 2. This 3 is higher. And 4. Same thing to the side. 5 and 6. This passe is different. Higher. 7 and 8. Change dynamic. Effacer devant. 1, plié, 2, 3, croisé, 4, and 5. Look at my arm, where the arm is. Together, 6, 7, 8. To the back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. 5. Strong. 6, 7. Finish 8. Okay? Preparation. Very peaceful. The energy is subdued. The energy is, there's consistency in energy. It's not sporadic. Even the accent of the grand faute in accent, still it's controlled. Have that consistency of the integrity in the movement. Okay? So it is not the gracefulness, it's not coming from sporadic. Everything is proper, displayed. Okay? Let's go to the left side, please. Very nice. Let's take a breath before we go to the grand battement. Let's do to the front. 1, Fondu back, 2, 3, 4. To the side. 5, Tendu 6, 7, 8. To the back. 1, Tendu front, 3 and 4. Tendu, grand battement side. Tendu, grand battement side. To the back. 1, 2. This is not a rebound, it's a position. 1, settle, position. Don't shake and swing. Don't do this. 1, step, 3, 4. 1, step, 3, 4. And not 1, not that. 1, step, 3, 4. To the front. 1, step, 3, 4. Change dynamic. and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Left hand on the bar, please. You'll realize this kind of ground movement, you're not going to be tired. The tiredness coming from leg is normal, from hips is normal, just because we're doing a very difficult exercise, require a lot of energy coming from those body parts. But oftentimes, when you come off a combination like this, ground movement, you're exhausted. Not caused by your legs, it's from extra energy that is not supposed to be there. Let's say if I do like this. You see what I mean? I see that all the time, it's unnecessary. Use your leg to do it. This is not an arm exercise, not a shoulder exercise. Even worse, not a neck exercise. It's just the legs. One, you see, just the legs. My body moved the épaulement accordingly. That's it. The worst thing can happen, everyone, please, to the side is this. I cannot tell you enough. You cannot do it. You have to go through the brush. Slow motion goes like this. You see, that's slow motion. If you lift your hip, you're not going through the tendus. Look, you're airborne right away. From 5th position, you're airborne. Grand battement is from tendu, jeté, grand jeté. There's a process involved. Don't lift your hip. That becomes aerobic exercise. It's unrecognizable for ballet. So your tiredness actually is aerobic tiredness. And that is going to create disruption on your progress. Okay? Left side. Okay, great. Good job, everybody. Congrats, we finished the bar. Let's drink a sip of water if you have to. And let's move to the center. Okay? Let's do. Let's do a développé devant croisé. We do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure everything's squared off, not there, in front of your head. Through passe. Beautiful arabesque. 6, 7, 8. Continue on. Change. Through passe. Effacer devant with plié, relevé, passer en relevé. Plié arabesque, tendu. Left side. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Through passe, beautiful arabesque. The front hand is right in front of your nose, not open to the side. Then 1, effacer devant. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Again, peaceful, deliberate, diligent, and proper. Within those words, you have freedom, you have grace, you have everything beautiful about it. Without those things I just talked about, it's formal expression for sure, but it is not a ballet type of expression. It's a different type of expression, which is also valid, also valuable. Okay? But since we're taking ballet class, let's reinforce those ideas. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, arabesque. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, relevé. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, right, left together. Preparation. On your en face, okay? If you feel a little shaky, it's okay. It's okay. It's a simple combination, but it's very hard. It's okay. I promise you the second time will be better. Because it's like you test water. Second time you know, okay, it's not that bad. You'll be good. But having that said, passe, développé devant. You cannot think only that right leg from passe out. This transition itself, at the same time, in order for it to be successful, other body parts have to do its part in order to accommodate that movement. Most importantly, your supporting leg has to go down and then go back a little bit. Look at my supporting leg. I'm here. The last thing you need to do is there or there. It's not going to help. Drill down to the floor, into the floor, to create a root so your working leg can work. What about your arms? Supporting side arm has to go opposite of the leg. Your supporting leg goes down, the left arm goes where? Go up to create this beautiful lengthening of your supporting side, like a tree trunk, so the branches can go out far and safe. Yeah? Now come back, watch my head. Has to be in a little bit, before you can go out again. Very important, the energy has to come back in. Head, not doing this with your shoulder, but with your head. Now we talked about the head and hand reach out together. Yeah? Then come back, breathe brave, shoulders back, because the leg is in the front. I need to create oppositional support to balance in order for that leg to be secure and comfortable. Releve. Now, this passe, remember we talked about the pas de cheval has to go up before out? Here, it's going to help. I don't just thinking about moving my foot positions. I lift my body highest before. This movement has to be comfortable. Back to passe. Before one down, the other up. In general, the oppositional support is very important. Not just one leg out, the other has to go to opposition directions. Arm out, the other arm open. That kind of direction create the balance. Try that, okay? Let's try that again. Whole combination, please. Still the right foot front. Very nice, guys. Was it better the second time? Yeah, good. Okay. Let's do Tendu. Let's do similar to the bar. We do fit, 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 fit. Tongue lead in front, tongue lead in back. Brush, brush, fit. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 3. Repeat front. Pas de bourre. Soutenu. Down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Head, head. 1, 2, 3. En face. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Coupe front. Pas de bourre. Use your arm in, open, out, and we finish. Yeah. One more time. So this, you should have feelings with this because they're very similar to the bar. Okay. Fit, 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 fit. Important. Look at my head. Like this. Head. The other side. Bounce 1, 2, 3. To the side. In, fit, fit. Coupe front. pas de bourre, fit, pivot other side. Nice and clear, okay? Right foot in front. Right away, let's think about reverse. Let's think about all day long combination. Back, back. 1, 2, 3. Coming back and 2. 1, 2, 3. Which leg? Back leg. And in and 2. 1, 2, 3. Pas de bourre. Just a change. And 2. Start. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, brush, brush, fifth, and in, 1, 2, 3, pas de bourre, just change, and down, okay? So the head. Now watch this way. Tony, you have to look at the other. It's like a conversation. The other hand, come back this hand. And 1, and 2. So yesterday at the Fondu with Mr. Du, we're talking about the movement with the arm. What's the role the hand play? And I thought about this question last night. I have even a better description about this. As if you have a pond, okay? You throw a little rock into the pond. Will create a wave from the middle outward, correct? Your middle of your back, this is where I was talking about, should be the origination of the movement. By the time the hand finishes, it's a fourth fringe of this movement. Yeah? And 1. And 2. You see? It is not, if you think about your hand, it's rigid, it's stiff, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't look right. Origination, the movement from the back. And by the time the fingertip reach its destination, that's the very end of the movement. The energy should dial down. And 1, you see? And 2. What if I do this? You see how awkward that is? And 1, and 2. And you see the shape of my hand. What if my fingers are not displayed, all of them, clearly? What if they're like this? Okay, what if fingers glued together does not have the definition of different positions? Look how awkward that is. You see how important the shape of the finger is? You see how weird that is? If my finger is not separated, that's why the finger has to be separated. You put one pencil in between. And 1, it's more natural, and 2. Very important, okay? Let's do all day long. Right foot in front. Let's do a fondu. Okay. Today we do en face. We do fondu, front, plié, carry to the side. Fondu, side, plié, long the jambe to the back. Fondu, back, plié all the way to the front. And 5, passe 6, and 7, and 8. Left side from the back. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 2 and 2, 3 and 4. 3 and 2, 3, all the way to the 4. And 5, passe 6, and 7, and 8. Find your en face. If you have a little piece of mirror, that's great. Otherwise, really, really feel the integrity of your hip. Most important. So I have tendu to the front. Plié. Now here it is. You have to release the hip to bring Runqiao to the side. Make sure you keep the shape of your leg. No, you have to lift. If you don't, you're going to touch the foot, the ground. Lift your knee. Fondu to the side. Release the hip to the back. Fondu to the back. Release the hip. Grand Runqiao all the way to the front. Pas sous-relevé. Back foot. Fondu. Passe. Full height. Then left foot. On the come around. Okay? Nice and quiet. Truly feel your supporting leg, knee over the toes. We talked about this a lot. If when you do fondu, the knee is not over the toes, you're not going to be on your leg. The problem is if you're in plié position, not on your leg, you have no chance when you come up. I guarantee you it's going to fall. Plié on your leg. Then you have a chance, the second part of fondu, to be very beautiful. If you're not on your leg already, that means your heel, 9 out of 10 times, your heel bear the weight. That's very vulnerable. Put your weight on the ball of the foot, this part. Now, I feel very stable, okay? Try it, right foot in front. Nice, guys. Okay, very nice. Shake it off. Let's go to the left foot in front. So did you feel the comfort I was talking about when you did the first part of fondu, the down, the melting part of it? Feel comfortable. On your leg, comfortable. Yeah, knee over the toes. Please, I cannot reiterate enough. Left foot in front. Okay, shake your leg off. Let's do it. Let's do, let's try this combination again. We did on Wednesday. Tendu front, plié 2, passe releve quick, close front. Second, beautiful second plié position. And still passe front, close back. Tendu back, plié 2, passe change direction, close back. Ladies, you do échappé. Échappé, fourth plié. On the wall turn, be careful. 1 or 2, or just passe releve. Complete fine, okay? So gentlemen, you do just tendu, plié, and turn, and finish, left side, okay? So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, second, 2, weight on both legs. 3, 4, 1, fourth position, change. 3 and 4, échappé, plié, double pivot, finish on the way up to en face again. Okay, be careful, focus, thinking about only those things that we've been talking about, which is passe directly, go underneath your chin. From fifth position, not out. On the wall turn, don't wind up. Don't go to opposite direction. Plié, angle. Plié, shoulder, passe, go to the direction that the turn happens on the wall, which is to the right. Okay? En face. How was it? Good? There's 2 pliés involved. Preparation. Before you go, there's another plié. You see? Girls, 1 and 2, another plié. That's the most important plié. That plié involves with that hand. Yeah? So you do demi releve, resist, come down. You see, I resist, come down. To flat. Resist. Don't just do this. Resist. Now, plié. At the bottom of the plié, you cannot stop. Sometimes students do this. Then you cut the power of the plié literally in half. The power is just like a spring. You're pushing down, let it go, and it goes. It's like a ball. You throw it on the ground, it goes back up. What if you put that ball placed on the floor? Would it come back up? It wouldn't. Same thing. Plié. That energy, you see? Plié, like that. Don't do, stop. Then you have to restart. Your body don't recognize that. Plié. And that's power you need to generate for more turns. Yeah? Good. Left foot in front. Same thing, please, one more time. nice, guys. Do you see I hopped? But I hopped in passe. Very important. Everybody hops. Everybody does. But I didn't do this. I did that. I kept the passe going. I kept energy in the passe. I hopped. I did not come down with my demi releve. I did not do plié releve. I didn't do it. I hopped on demi releve. Very important. Now I have it. Make a mistake, not mistake, make a mishap to deal with the mishap correctly. Very important. Yeah? Keep it up, little adjustment, it's okay. I still had a good finish. Yeah? So you didn't give up. Good job. All right. Let's warm up your ankle a little bit. Let's do a couple jumps, okay? Let's do 2 sautes from first position. We do first and first, rella, again, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Then we'll do 1 and 2, second position, 3 and 4, second, fifth, and in. Left foot, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. I repeat. Then we do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, second, fifth, finish. At this jump, you should only use your feet. That's it. That. All those tendu, jeté you did, frappe you did on the bar, prepare you for it. Don't use your thigh yet. Okay? Just your foot. Ready? First position, please. So I said just your feet, not your thigh. Definitely not your ribs. Definitely not your shoulders. In fact, sometimes I see students not locked their shoulders. Your shoulders up and down like this. That creates this tremendous amount of disruption of your jumps. It's already hard. You want to make sure all body parts are nice, engaged, and tight, supportive. Yeah? Make sure your arms are not moving around. Your shoulders are not up and down. Keep it. Beautiful position. Leave all the responsibilities. Just your feet. And all other body parts working together. Yeah? All right. Let's do one more time, please. Same thing, okay? Focus in on plié. Nice. Good job. Let's do ensemble, changement, stretch your knees, and 4. Ensemble, changement, 3, 4. Ensemble, ensemble, 3 and 4. Jeté, pas de barre. 5th, and we finish. Left side. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 2 ensemble. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Huge jeté. Brush the front leg. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Yeah. One more time. I plié before I brush. Same idea as grand battement. I do tendu before I lift my leg. In this case, most important, please don't lift in your leg like this. You have to brush. Plié, brush. Look at my hand. 45 degrees. 45 degrees the leg, matching the arm. Please do not go to 90 degrees when your leg is in 45 degrees. At 45 degrees, both arm and leg. 1, don't touch your leg, come in. 2, 3, and 4. Repeat. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 45, 45, 3 and 4, and 5. Could it be a front? Pas de barre. Left side. Okay? Nice and quiet. Especially the second time. Even me, having taken class for many, many years, even me have to remind myself, says, Runqiao, plié. I just did it. Especially the second half. When I get tired, I naturally do the opposite that I'm supposed to do. But I reminded myself, plié. Because a jump, if it's not coming from plié, the texture of the jump is very different. Watch my ensemble. If my ensemble is with plié, without plié, it disruption. Because I'm missing an important component. I create a disbalance. Disruption in coordination. I plié, a brush, my working leg. Deepen plié as I come out. Right around here. Now, both legs pushing together in ensemble. Supporting leg goes down, working leg goes out on the top of your foot. From this moment, together. If you don't do plié, you are making your supporting leg do the jump by itself. You're doing this. You see? It becomes a grand battement enlevé. It's ensemble like both together. And now, that's what happens. Students say, why? I don't land together. Because you didn't plié. If you didn't plié, you wouldn't create the friction with the floor. You're missing the brush part. Therefore, this leg have no friction, have no contact with the floor, it flies up too high. Then your supporting leg come down too soon because you can only jump so high, creates one and then the other. Okay, let's try that. One more time. Think about these things until you don't have to think about it anymore. Okay? One more time. Right foot back. Very nice, guys. What a great class. Think about all the things that we just talked about. For younger students, my suggestion is take out your notebook. If there's 3 to 5 most important things that we talk about to you, you think, oh, he talked about these 3 things, really resonate in my head. Please write it down. Very important. You document your thought process. This is very valuable for you to look at it a few days later or a few weeks later. Yeah? Make that into a good habit of yours. Each class, pick between 3 to 5 things we talked about. Okay, today he talked about the plié. How important that plié. When did I said this leg can actually be off the ground? Right around here. Then push both legs together. He talked about the hand coordination with the movement, the shape of the hand. We talk about the importance of that five, how important that 5 is, and why. Why was it important at that moment in the combination? Okay? So don't just take class, learn something and document it, especially for your younger students. Okay, it's very important for you. Okay, let's do put a bras. Okay, 5th position en face. Thank you so much. Such a gift. It's a gift to me every day. So I can give you the gift. Have a fantastic week. Okay, we have, I understand we have some questions, okay?
Tips for pivots at the bar. Is it a weak core that makes my leg drop, or is there something else that might be the problem?
Pivote.
Pivot?
Can I go to the second question?
Yeah, sure. My 5th position on my right side is good, but for left I can't turn out. My left foot all the way. Do you have any tips to fix it?
Yes. That have a lot to do, I believe, with both legs a little bit different, believe it or not. Yeah, or sides different. And could be how you feel, right? Not necessarily as big difference as it seems, but have a lot to do with how you get into the 5th position. So I'm going to show you how I think you should get into 5th position, okay? You always place your supporting leg first. So I'm doing the left side because I might have right hand on the bar. It's the leg that close to the bar. You have to place that foot first. So I always take a little time for me to engage that leg. That's just a habit. But you put that foot first, okay? Then you place, listen to the word, place the second foot in front of the first one. You place in little plie. You place like this. Okay, you look at it. Now, come up together. Stretch your knees gently together. Then we're in place together. One more time. I go. Step 1. Step 2. With head. Together when you stretch your knees. And we're done. So what I see oftentimes is you get into with the wrong leg. If you get into the left leg, visually, you don't see what's going on in the back. You don't see it. So you put this leg up, and then you put it back, you don't see it, and it's just, to me, it doesn't work. And very unlikely you're going to do a plié like this. Not very natural. The natural for me is 1, the leg close to the bar. Outside leg together with my arm. Set it up. When I come up, I tell the teacher I'm ready. That's my way to do it. I encourage you to try it. Stretch both knees together, gently. You think about the word, it's a squeeze into 5th position. Not pop into it. Squeeze, gently squeeze into 5th position. That, I think, is going to help. Okay? Thanks.
Next question is, if I have only 30 minutes before starting a ballet class, what is the best warm-up to do?
30 minutes is a lot of time. That's a lot of time. Okay, that's maximum, I believe. Just for me. Your teacher tell you otherwise, please listen to your teacher. But if you ask me, you don't need more than 30 minutes to warm up a class. Unless this class is structurally, it's vastly different. The technique, the requirements, expectation from what you're used to. Then you need a lot of time. You might need even do a little bar of yours before the actual bar happens. But in normal circumstances, 30 minutes is more than sufficient time, okay? So, all depends on your body condition. But for me, the first thing I do, I have to warm up my hips, okay? So, I just right away, I'm gonna be on the floor. I wanna make sure my hips are nice and flexible. After that, I open, I have one hand in front, I stretch like this little while. I make sure the hips, because ballet is rotation. Where do you rotate your hips? So you want to make sure your hips are nice and flexible. So I did this, I did that. The third thing I do, very simple, I bring one foot to the front, one foot back. I'm going to be, again, stretch your hips, but the legs in different position. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to stretch my back knee. I'm going to push back. I'm going to lay to my side. Right away, hip flexor. Simple. You always do the other side. See? I stretch forward. Stretch my back knee. Both shoulders push back. Then I rest on the on my elbow, make sure my hip flexor. Yeah, then I come up. That's my floor, very simple. That's what you do on the floor. Okay, then I'm gonna work my ankle a little bit. Simply by rolling, you see, just very simple. Nothing drastic. Make sure my ankle are warmed. Yeah, like that. Then, for me, my calf. Achilles tendon, very important, because that's going to make that plié beautiful. I make sure that my calf is nice and stretched. For me, I'm ready for class. Because you wanted to be ready for what? For plié. What I said, the most important element for plié is what? Knee over the toes. That requires me to make sure my hip is nice and rotated. So what I just did on the floor, I make sure my hips are warm and rotated. Now I'm ready for my first combination. Either it's warm up both hands on the bar, or plié. Because ballet class is set up for you to gradually warm up. The ballet class, the bar itself is a warm-up itself. You have to understand that. So what you need to do is condition yourself ready for the bar. Okay? Wonderful. So, midweek, yes? Thank you very much for taking class with us. And wishing you a great night and great day. And make sure, keep up your spirits. Okay? Thank you very much for your support and trust. Bye-bye.